Good evening, friends. I am here today on a very, very special podcast which I'm doing, and I'm fortunate to do. I have with me in the house today one of my oldest friends of nearly 45 years, and I'm very fortunate that he's here with me today at home. And we are having a special screening of his film tomorrow, Tanvi The Great. And we also have, fortunately, the heroine of the film, who is in the film, Shubhangi Dutt. I'd like you to introduce Mr. Anupam Kher and Shubhangi Dutt.
Hello.
Welcome, Anupam.
Thank you.
Welcome, Shubhangi.
Rajan, it's always a pleasure.
And I am, of course, you are a master of social media and Insta. I see you every day morning. First thing I see is Anupam Kher and his mother. And that is so inspiring because he's so with it, you know. And he's so much everything into it, and he gets up in the morning, he comes with a new idea. So I'm inspired by him. So I keep doing, which is must be about my 89th or 90th episode of what I'm doing, which I started off, which I continue to do. So today, I'm so fortunate to have you both here at home. And tomorrow we are having a screening of your film, Tanvi The Great. And let me tell you something about, let's go back to 1982, Anupam. And that's the time when I met you in Pali Hill in Green Acres, and Mahesh was staying. And I got to know him when he used to wear a pajama kurta, white pajama kurta, and come in an auto. And I used to tell him, "Bhai, kuch khaoge?" He said, "Haan, bhook lagi hai." So, anda, buriji, khana, jo bhi tha us waqt. I used to stay in a small 200-300 square feet apartment. But those were the best years of my life, from 1980 to 87. The amount of love, affection, because everybody was with everybody, not for any reason, for purpose or for something, because they were all starters, beginning to start their lives. And I was doing business, I was fairly comfortable, but I met all these people and I found so much love between them. Anupam, Mahesh, Kulbhushan Kharbanda, Anil Kapoor, Sanjay Dutt, Mark Zubair, Dipti Naval, and Dilip Tail, Shafi Namda. And we used to sit till late in the night. Of course, he and me, we don't drink. But the others were another story. But those were best years of my life. And that time is the time when I came across Anupam. And I think that's the time when he was also quoting Kiran, if I remember.
No. That happened after I started shooting for the film.
No, you were quoting Kiran.
But 84,
82,
after
but
the film.
82, I remember.
No.
82, 83.
82, I had a relationship with somebody in Lucknow.
Acha.
84, after the film got released, then our friendship turned into a relationship.
Okay, and that's the time when I used to remember कि मैं phone करके आता वो तो mobile नहीं होते थे कोई जाके
but I used to know her. We did plays together at that time. I used to, in fact, the lady who used to write to me used to write on Kiran's address. From Lucknow.
Acha.
Yeah.
So I remember those days, and that time it was Anupam with a passion. He was a different person. He was hungry. He was passionate. And he had come to Bombay, he didn't know anybody and everything. So it was like for him, meeting me, we became friendly, rest all his history. And then how he got his role in Saransh, everything again is history. But those days we forgot. And then after that, I think in 87 to 90, I when he became a star after that, we didn't meet much because he was busy. The 90s, I got into movies. I did about 10-15 films. In that period of time, and 2000 I left and came to Dubai for various reasons, and we lost touch. And then a couple of years, I think a year or two back, we connected again. And the same place, in the same hall, we sat down and we did a podcast with him and a message to Mahesh Bhatt, and we connected again, and that's when it all happened again. So starting from that, Anupam, I'd like you to take it from there now.
No, so since you are beginning your career now, and you will meet all the people, and I happen to be your first director, you will meet all the people who have touched my life, and sometimes you learn from your mistakes, and sometimes you learn from other people's strengths. So Rajan was always very generous. Even when I was nobody, he was generous with me, and at that time, two things mattered a lot, especially to an actor who was from a drama school. One was that somebody recognizes you and remembers your name, and the other is that somebody who feeds you. Because पैसे होते नहीं थे, इज्जत से कोई, मतलब जब दोस्तों को एग्जॉस्ट कर दिया तो इनके घर पे, और छोटा घर था इनका, अब तो ये बहुत ही महल में रह रहे हैं, और डिज़ाइनर कपड़े ये सब वगैरह तब भी पहनते थे, तब भी स्टाइलिश तो इनका वैसा ही था. बट वंस आई मेट हिम आफ्टर 25 years, 23 years, 2 years back, there was so much of warmth in him. I did it my way. The book that he has written, he launched it. I went to his launch in Mumbai. And वो दोस्तियाँ जो है वो कभी टूटती नहीं है. You know, हमारी फिल्म तन्वी द ग्रेट is not only about an autistic girl. It's also, I think, about relationships, mother and daughter, and like your friendship with your best friend Varina. I remember how you met her when we went to London.
Yeah.
I think Rajan has a very giving personality. That's very rare in today's world. He's very giving, not in terms of today. I just said, he said, कल छुट्टी है, कल आना, अरे ध्यान से देखेगा मेरी क्या चीजें ले जा सकता है तू. It's such an amazing thing to say. इसे जल्दी में क्यों जा रहा है? So I think I'm very fortunate. He said he is fortunate. No, I'm fortunate, and you are fortunate.
Yes.
To witness two people meeting after such a long time and knowing each other and taking the friendship further. What is so special about your friendship with, may I ask her, about her best friend Varina?
I think she gets me. And I don't think you meet a lot of people in life that get you the way sometimes you will meet a lot of people that will maybe guide you, that will teach you, that will show you, but not somebody that understands you and what you are feeling and what you're going through. And if a person tries to do that, I think that's a good special thing. So,
That's very lucky that you have somebody who gets you.
yes.
It's a very lucky thing that you have.
Yes.
And you must, it's very precious.
That's
you should not let it go.
But
you
Rajan,
don't
can I
need-
ask you something? You have so many friends, and yet I'll say that those are your great friends. But who is your best friend? Mentor, I know Dutt Saab, Sunil Dutt Saab.
But in this world, in Bombay, I've been 50 years, you've seen my social life, parties, everything. Everybody thinks I'm I throw big parties, I'm a big social person. But inside, I have very few friends. They're not your friends.
Yeah.
All the people you meet in Dubai or in Bombay, they're not your friends.
No.
98% of them are not your friends.
Yeah.
They're not your friends. And this was, you know who taught me this lesson? I used to throw big parties in Bombay, and you've been to my bungalow in Bombay. I used to throw a black and white ball every Diwali or Christmas. And I used to have a panwala outside my house. To have music parties, Jagjit, Anup, Pankaj, everybody, Upinder. So I used to have a panwala outside my house. And after the party is over in the morning at 3, 4, they used to take pan and go home. Next day the panwala comes home and comes to my house to settle his accounts. आप पैसे कितने हैं, जो भी 1000, 1200. क्या साहब आपको एक बात बताऊं? मैं बोलो, कहते छोटा मुंह बड़ी बात है. ये आपको सब गाली क्यों देते हैं?
Wow.
ये आप, मैंने कहा क्या बोल रहे हो? कहते हैं ये आपके बाहर आते हैं, पान खाते हैं और आपको गाली देते हैं और गंदी बातें करते हैं और बड़ा जेलस फील करते हैं कि अपने आप को साला समझता क्या है, गाड़ियाँ हैं, पैसे है, बंगला है, दोस्त हैं, अपने अपने ये क्या आपको कोसते हैं.
Wow.
वो पान वाले ने मेरे को एक जिंदगी में सबक सिखाया कि so everybody that you meet today are not your friends.
Yeah.
So that day I realized कि भाई what do you do? Do you can stop that? If you stop that, then you stop living because you have to mix with people.
No.
Or you just stay with those 4, 5 close friends whom you know are close friends. So I just changed my thought process. And I said, no, I'm going to have this party, which I do even today. Now I call my friends and say, come and entertain me. Have my whiskey, have my food and entertain me.
Yeah.
And come and
Oh,
go.
amazing.
I don't feel a damn thing.
मेरी एक पिक्चर है, अनरिलीज फिल्म है, सतीश कौशिक और मेरे साथ. उसको पिक्चर का नाम है नौटंकी. उसमें एक बड़ा अच्छा डायलॉग था. दोस्त कभी कभी दोस्ती निभाने के लिए दोस्त की कुछ बातें नजरअंदाज कर देनी चाहिए.
बिल्कुल.
You have learned to do
Yes,
that.
yes.
And this is a great thing to say that come and entertain me.
Come and entertain me. अब ये क्या मैंने आज today it's I have for the last 20 years I have 8 goldfish outside. 8 goldfish and 1 blackfish. This is feng shui. It works.
Okay.
Every time I have a party of 150 people, 200, next day a couple of them die.
Oh.
Every time I have a
इसीलिए
party.
रखते हैं ना gold fishes.
You know the bad eye, जो नजर लगती है जिसको बोलते हैं नजर लगती है या जो jealous feel करता है या thinks bad about you, वो fish अपने ऊपर लेके मर जाती है.
हाँ.
So every time, so I have kept this 8 goldfish and 1 blackfish. Keep it in your house or keep it in your office. You'll see it always happen. So these are things that one has seen over the time, but it hasn't changed your outlook in life. You take them for what they are and leave them where they are. You know कि वे कितने पानी में हैं, इसके साथ कितनी दोस्ती रखनी, बस उतना ही रखो. That's all.
So just because she's starting her career, what is your advice to her?
My advice to her is, number one, most important is to stay grounded.
Yeah.
Because I've been also films in the last 10, 15 years, longer, of course he's been there longer. But this is what I picked up from this. It's a very, I wouldn't say, I don't want to use the word filthy or dirty line, but it's a very dog-eat-dog line. I'm sure Anupam knows what I'm talking about. इधर आपका कोई दोस्त नहीं है.
No friends in the industry.
There's nothing called friendship. It's a dog-eat-dog life. So you have to stay grounded. As you said, focus on your work and stop thinking what the other person is doing or what the other person has got or whose role other person has got, and continue doing what you're doing and you will find success. But remain grounded, remain disciplined, go on time for your shoot and come back, and that pays in the long run. Instances Anupam Kher, instances Amitabh Bachchan, instances Dharminder, Shatrughan Sinha and Rajesh Khanna. As far as timing is concerned, I'm not looking at stardom, right? Their timings were totally different, and his timings of Mr. Bachchan is there on time at 6 a.m. or 7, even today. Admirable. These are things you pick up in life. The discipline, listening to the director, what he has to say, because you're his in his hands to mold as he thinks he wants you to be. So these are the things, when you stay grounded and you know people who don't like you or opposed to you, but you be nice to them around them.
So how
Don't
do you
let them know.
Sorry, how do you think if she feels disappointed about certain things in life, how do you think she should feel? She should deal with that.
When you feel disappointed about certain things, you should sit down and introspect. Sometimes sometimes we tend to feel that, oh, I broke up with this person because she was not good. Or I broke up with him or fired him because he was not good. I sat down and realized one day, I said, why am I going through so many relationships and all these things and they have an expiry date on it? Why is it? Then I introspected and I saw there's something wrong with me. He said, I am the fault. I am the reason. And I changed myself. And I became a different person.
And professionally?
I started looking upon them as human beings, as colleagues, and I'm like my help. I don't call them servants. The help I have for 25 years. You were not there in my Bombay launch. I called my staff from my Bombay office, 30 of them for last 35 years, 40 years. I flew them down. I honored them on stage. I called my 2 boys with my 2 dogs on stage and honored them. These 2 boys who took care of me during COVID as I died. Nobody else would do that. My 2 dogs and my 2 help, who were there more than me, but them my family. I honored them on stage. I had the Consul General, I had the chief guest, but I honored these people on stage. And every person had a tear in their eye. And said, yeah, nobody thinks of these things. The daily people who are around you, you have to recognize them and respect them. You can't shout at them in public, you can't do that. So you've got to be grounded. When you give respect, you get respect. So that's something that you have to learn, whether it's business, whether it's work, whether it's shooting. even your spot boy, even in your shooting schedule, when you meet those guys, acknowledge them because they're working so hard. The guy who's standing on the top throwing a light on you, you know how hard he's working to do what he's doing for his family. You have to realize those things, then your whole thought process changes.
I'm going to ask you an interesting question. You have seen her performance. It's your podcast, but I seem to be sitting in the center and asking you questions. Predict her future in the next 10 years. You've seen her performance.
I think she has a great future. I think so. Touch wood, you have a great future, and I think you have the best teacher. You have the best person who's launched you, and what he sees, nobody has seen. Because with his eyes, with his experience of so many years in the industry, when he selects Shubhangi as Tanvi, there must be something in you. There must be some spark in you which he saw, which the others didn't see. You know, it's the same thing what Aditya Chopra saw in Ranveer Singh when Karan Johar went to him and said, "ये कौन से पागल को उठा के ले आया बैंड बाजा बारात में?" You saw Ranveer Singh what he was, but he knew. Aditya Chopra knew whom he's bringing in. The same thing I would compare that he knew when he brought Shubhangi into the family. So this is what I'm saying, that he knows exactly what is what, and he has the eye for it. And I think you have a great future, but my dear, please keep yourself grounded, humble and deep rooted, and face this world, because you are getting into a very, very deep, dark forest jungle, which is called the film industry. Right?
They are there for you.
So you have to be there, and of course there's him for you. I am
you for him.
there outside. You know, you have me, and for anything you need, advice, help, whatever, I'm there. He's there. But to remind you all the time to keep grounded, because you'll face a lot of situations in life when you go for outdoor shooting. You'll have people, men, directors, all this stuff that happens there. You have to remain how to
Navigate
your way
yourself.
and go through your way, and do it respectfully and dignifiedly, with a lot of respect, without harming or being harsh to anybody. You can be firm, but you don't need to be harsh.
Where do you see yourself 10 years later? Be generous. Sorry, मैंने आपको क्यों भी दे दिया, क्या करना?
I think content, happy, and like Sir said, true to myself and grounded.
And greatly successful.
And greatly successful.
Yes.
Yes.
And don't
You have
ever
to manifest it.
I have to manifest it.
You
but I
have to
also
manifest.
said content and happy, because what if successful people sometimes are not happy or content?
Yeah, of course, I did not.
No,
deny
I'll
that.
tell you, I've seen a lot of my friends, close friends, from close and from far. A lot of successful people who have money,
They're
who
not
have
content,
everything, are
yeah.
lonely people. Are lonely people, without giving names, whom I know very closely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. They're lonely people. They don't have friends, because they look upon everybody क्या है, ये मेरे पैसे के लिए तो नहीं आ रहा है. You know, so they keep themselves away and isolate themselves. So it's not necessary that you have money, fame, fortune, everything, but deep inside, when they go into their own room, they're lonely people. They don't have too many friends because they haven't put themselves out there. You see? Now, he is a people's person. He doesn't give a damn. ये पब्लिक में जाके किसी के साथ भी घुल मिल जाएगा. Can Amitabh Bachchan do that? Can Shah Rukh Khan do that? No, they can't do that, because they will not be allowed to do that for whatever reasons it is. So you have to become a people's person and be loved by them for what you are. You see, sometimes what people predict and show as an image, which may not be the same person that he really is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is an image you have created. Like Amitabh Bachchan has created an image of being a mass, Sadi ka Mahanayak. He may not be exactly the person that he really is inside. I don't know. But it's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes people are not what they seem to be. This is what I'm saying.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you for your advice, and thank you for your
Thank you so much
time and amazing
for,
lunch by Deepak.
for
Hospitality.
coming and being there. And tomorrow, I'm sure we'll have a lovely show and everybody will appreciate you. But you're already a star in my eyes, my dear.
Thank you so much.